Your generation, never bored. Never bored. And if you are, it's only until you realize you are, and then what do? Same thing we all do. Pick it up. Pick it up. Get yourself distracted. Same thing we all do. We reach for our phones. We never allow ourselves time to be alone with our thoughts, time to dream, to scheme, or God forbid, make a plan about your future. And I'm not talking about your boyfriends or girlfriends or the party next weekend like I thought about. Albert Einstein said this: reading after a certain age diverts the mind too much from creative pursuits. The interesting thing about that is he wrote that in the 30s. Albert. He wrote that in the 30s, 1930s. So back then, the only thing you could do when you didn't want to get involved in reality was grab a book. You guys here, read this chapter, read this book, turn in that report. Reading, for most of you, is part of school. It's probably a drag. There are certain kids that love books. My daughter loved books. She still would rather read than almost anything else. But back then, when Albert Einstein made that quote, he was talking about people that didn't want to live in reality. He was talking about people that diverted their minds from creative pursuits by reading. And he went on to say that any man who reads too much and uses his own brain too little falls into lazy habits of thinking. Anybody who reads too much falls into lazy habits of thinking. That's totally counterintuitive to what you guys are taught. You need to read. But I think you can apply this quote to today's technology instead of books. I think it's the same concept, and I think you guys will agree, because if you're looking for ways to be distracted, there's really no limit out there, is there? We had TV back then. The repeaters on the mountains are still there. 5 channels, maybe. When I was 18 and in school, not this school, the other school, my technical school, somebody invented Pong. Does anybody even remember Pong? Anybody? Hands? Pong. Awesome game in 1977. Nobody, does anybody even know what Pong's like? Crazy cool game. Yeah, it's kind of like beer pong now when you think about it. But anyway, somebody invented Pong. I think it was the first video game ever. Anyway, now you guys have hundreds of channels on giant flat screens. You have movies, Netflix, iPhones, laptops, tablets, crazy cool video games, not to mention Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Poof, it's gone. Hashtag you hope. Anyway, who has time for real life, right? Who has time for real life? Seriously, when you guys got this huge spectrum of fake life to immerse yourselves into, who's got time to think about the future, let alone make a plan? And who'd want to? What a drag that would be. But like I said, your future's coming at you like an avalanche flowing down a mountain.